Alright, so time for episode 9. So let's take a look. Just gotta give myself a quick refresher. So we're at war with the Italians. And working on controlling the seas. I do not recall whether or not the papacy is still asking me to cease my hostilities against them. See any messages? I think I'm gonna risk it. Let's see. This guy's got 1 command. We've got 3 and more ships. So I'll risk it. And it does look like I've got some places I need to do construction in. Let's see. So financially, I remember we're losing some money and trying to reprioritize on what we're building and recruiting. Let's see, anything? I feel like I was slowing down production by quite a bit at this point and focusing more on just getting my military and public order sorted out. So I'm not going to continue doing construction on this turn. And it looks like I've got my troops moved around mostly the way I wanted them to be. Just going to do a quick public order, loyalty check. And that's good. And now we're fighting the Turks. So going for Edessa and Lesser Armenia. Objectives remain the same. I'm curious what happens to some of these other factions if they have a... Looks like all the Crusade quests have gone away. Yeah, nobody has any Crusade quests right now, and that used to be the case. I wonder if those ended shortly after I took Antioch. On the turn and keep moving. French seem like they still got a pretty good handle on Western Europe. Jesus, Prince has so much. 2, 4, 6, 7. I think 7 might be the max stat for command and some of these other things. So this guy's just going to be an absolute beast. Although his army maybe is more beat up than I realize, at least the reinforcements are. But they should be able to beat these guys just given the level of my general and the quality of troops in his main force. A lot of these are leftover Crusader troops. Yeah. Wow. There we go, our king doing some good work as well. 1 there, 1 there. Okay, awesome. So we won both of our naval battles. Okay, so do not attack again for at least 10 years. Recall your troops. Do not attack for 10 years, so I have until the year 1209. I'll do my best to remember that. None of those are mine, luckily. Okay, so no more hostilities until 1209. Now, I believe as long as I just keep my ships as they are in these different lanes, I'll be fine. Having 3 in each of these areas is a good idea. Public order's still good. This place is about to fall, so there's no use of me attacking there. We'll set up our title over here in Edessa. So this is going to be the Duke of Edessa. Or Edessa. Not sure how you pronounce that. Get him situated. Take some of these beat up guys out of my king's force. Replenish him with some better troops. Take one more. Got any archers here? This is a pretty ragtag group here. So, took Edessa. And what's the specialty here? Ottoman Sipahi. I think those are the guys that throw explosives. Public order's good. So these guys are probably heading here. Same here. Let's see who owns Khazar. All right. These guys, I don't remember where they're headed. If they had a specific target, maybe they're going to join this crew here. You know, these guys were going to join this army. And these guys, I guess, are maintaining public order here. A couple more turns until we see our next objective. Might as well just keep going after the, what do you call it? I feel I might as well keep going after the Turks. So let's pull some guys together out of Syria and see how much we can afford to send up here. In fact, let's see. Can we move all these guys out of... Yeah. Move all these troops out of Antioch and still maintain public order. And these guys are both moving into here and we'll stay here. And I think I might have just done the thing I keep doing where I'm pulling the... Who's this guy? Okay, I'm pulling the Prince of Antioch out. I keep unintentionally doing that. So we'll send him back in Antioch. These guys will maintain loyalty. Probably move this princess out and start seeing what else is going on. I doubt that the Turks own any of these islands, Rhodes or Crete, Malta, Sicily. And let's see, so Italy and Turks are our enemies. Who are they allied with? So the Sicilians is the other faction that I have a little bit of reason to be cautious of. And realistically, there's nowhere that they're going to hit me right now because they don't have ships in any of my coastal territories or in seas nearby. So I'll keep troops in Syria for now just because they have two different provinces they can attack from. Originally I was going to attack out of there, but I'll wait until I launch troops out of, I believe it's Edessa and Lesser Armenia. There you go. There we go. That's exactly what I was expecting was going to happen. Of course, as soon as I move the princess out of that area, she becomes a spinster. Doing better financially. It looks like I'm gaining about 2,000 per turn. It's not much given the scale of my empire, but okay, so the Turks have Khazar. Gonna double check that the Byzantines still have Constantinople. So I'll do a wave of recruiting. I'm not sure. Okay, so the same thing happened. They stopped it from being taken down just by attacking and disrupting the siege. That's a little annoying, but that's just how the mechanic works in the game. Put this on very high, so when I capture it, it's all set. Alright, so construction. Recruit here. Pretty good mix of troops from Arabia. Go for an armorer there. Sinai. The tradable goods or resources, so pretty good on public order there. I feel that I have enough provinces that have good unit production, so I probably don't need to actually spend money doing some of these things. Public order is good here. They don't have any trade goods or anything. In Egypt, we're going to upgrade so that we can get a shipyard and get some better trade going. Cyrensia, nothing to be done there, I don't feel. Algeria will get a town guard. Silver mining, Granada. Cordoba will go for the shipwright because we got good trade item or trade goods out of there. Salt mine in Portugal. And basically how I'm doing my construction right now is just, now that my economy's doing decent, I'm going to invest a little bit back into it. Trying to get that beefed up. What are we doing with trade here? Castile. 46. I guess it's because I'm still at war with the Italians. Oh, you know what? I was talking about this at the end of the last episode. I'm at war with the Italians and I don't have ships extending out to other areas. So, you know what? I need to get ships extending over to, what's it called? The Bay of Biscay, so that I can trade with the French. Same thing over here. In fact, we'll take these two, send them over into the Ligurian Sea. And it should be fine. Just keep producing ships. Same thing here. Alright, so they just burned out a lot of their troops doing that. The Turks trying to attack Syria and Lesser Armenia. Let's dig these troops up. So we'll keep... Our king should be able to hold Edessa. Can split some of these troops over to another province. Say we send these guys over to Rum. Leave these two stacks to take Lesser Armenia, and then the troops, the leftover troops that we have from Syria. And I'm not doing this again. Duke of Syria needs to stay here. Again, I keep losing track of these guys because when the enemies move troops into the territory, it's reorganizing my forces for me and putting guys that I didn't mean to move which is usually the dukes or princes or whatever the titled guys are, into a stack of troops that I didn't necessarily want him in. So we can move a pretty good amount of troops out of Syria, still maintain order. Okay, 130% for loyalty should be good. Keep our king in Edessa. Everywhere else should be all set. So looks like the French still have pretty good control. Check Swabia, Saxony. Okay, it's good. So they gave up one of their provinces. It was a more contested battle in Rome, but we won it. Want to reinforce there when we get the chance to. And we are now, the French are the strongest. Okay, so I don't need to worry about them holding that area. God, England has been trying to get that alliance for the whole game. This entire campaign, it's like every couple of turns they're sending a diplomat. Okay. Get some of the basics here. Get some of the title. This guy's got 4 acumen, so that's pretty good. So we're reaching an interesting point here because now we have wider borders to protect. For basically this whole campaign, outside of the beginning, we've been attacking in a straight line where we're only bordering 1 or 2 enemy provinces at a time. And now that we're entering this Turkish territory, we've got like a whole, L-shaped border. So luckily they don't really have too much up here. It looks like the Turks have taken quite a bit of territory up in this like Eurasian area. So let's see, where should I move troops? Can I move my king out of Edessa? No. Although what I could do is leave some troops in here. Leave like some basic urban militia. Let's see what else we want to leave. Probably leave some archers. 126. 126 is pretty good. We'll send our king up into Rum, and we'll reinforce him with some of these troops. Because we lost a pretty good amount of guys in this last battle in Rum, I didn't want to not reinforce it with more guys. This army, I cannot see. And risk losing this force. So I'm feeling that it's probably time to start doing some more recruitment. Not that I'm really getting worn down, but I've got pretty good public order in most areas, and my military is starting to take decent amounts of losses. So we'll keep right-clicking on the settlement instead of, or the city instead of the province. So we'll start moving guys out of high public order provinces into Lesser Armenia. Okay. That's how we'll do it. Of course. And this is one of the things that just kind of keeps me from playing all the way through some of these Total War campaigns, because when you get to this point, there's so much troop movement, and it can get quite tedious. It makes me understand why some people are like only multiplayer people. But I just love the grand strategy of, you know, expanding and doing alliances and establishing trade routes and all that stuff. They definitely streamlined troop movement in some of the later Total War games, but they also dumbed some things down, which, whether it's a good or a bad thing, I guess is up to personal opinion. But I figure I've moved enough troops for now. I guess I could just send a couple. So move these cavalry out, and then we'll get some recruitment going over here. So, where can I recruit decent troops? So we're recruiting down here, and then I'll do some recruitment in my original provinces where I was producing troops out of. Back in Iberia. So Cordoba. Leon. See, we're going ships there. Ships there. And that should be good. One year here. I might as well assault this. 1 year here. Might as well assault that as well. And speaking of, I do not have siege equipment. That'd be something I want to consider, actually. Some catapults out of Cordoba. Excuse me if you can hear my dog snoring in the background. I have a little Boston Terrier named Joseph, and he likes to sleep near my feet while I am at my desk. Go to Armenia. Jeez, I had way less troops than I thought. I wonder if it's not including my king's army here. I'm gonna call that off. Oh, my king died. Interesting. The Sicilians are gone. I wonder who they were at war with. I wonder if the French killed them. That'd be interesting. I can't remember seeing them at war with anybody. Other than, I believe, the French, but... I gotta go find my new king. I'm assuming he'll be in my capital province. Oh wow, look at that. Got a citadel here in Constantinople. So where are the Byzantines? If they don't have Constantinople, Turks were probably bigger than I originally thought they were. Oh boy, that's not good. Okay, that's fun. So that's something I probably should have been planning a little bit more for. Is when my king dies, my amount of influence goes down, and that affects loyalty. At least I'm assuming that's the mechanic that's kind of going into effect here. Let's see, what if we move... How about just move this whole stack here? Can I go back up to very high? Right. 148. Okay, so probably two of them can stay out. Again, I'm generally looking to go to the 125 to 130 range of public order, so that if there's a famine or something along those lines, I can still keep very high taxes. Oh boy, not Antioch's hurting. And keep very high taxes and not deal with. Yeah, I can see public order went down a lot of places. Not deal with loyalty issues. So, how do I want to do this? Move all of our fresh troops into Antioch. Oopsies. %. Move a couple guys out of here. 100%. All right. As long as we're good for now. Okay, this guy will lead Armenia. Duke of Armenia here. Our princess we can move out. Look over here. Alright, so our king is back. And oh my lord, this guy is horrible. King Pedro with 0 piety and 0 command. So it's time to start getting him some ability. So we'll send him over to Lesser Armenia. And we're going to start massing our troops together. This place is about to fall, so it's good. Texas up there. See how we're doing on time. Just about half an hour in. Boats we're pretty good on. Where did I have 4? Here. This guy to coast, Green Coast. This guy to Bay of Biscay. And do I move them back? They should be fine for now. In fact, what I'll do is I'll move one ship out of Valencia into the Gulf of Lions, and then another one over here, just to make sure that the Italians don't feel comfortable to attack my fleet there. $18,000. Yeah, I gotta keep recruiting. Definitely gotta keep recruiting. For the sake of time, I am gonna spare troop movement for now. I'll move this bishop out. Both of these bishops I'll move forward. One into Palestine, one into Tripoli. And all these places are going to be not so Christian yet, or Catholic yet, but we'll work towards that. I wonder why my king is unable to move to Antioch. Oh, it's because I don't have ships in the Eastern Mediterranean. Yeah, I need to get another boat down there, so that is another thing. I might as well just do that now. Hopefully the Italians are just going to leave me alone. Oh, you know what? I must have lost a ship here. Or maybe I didn't realize that this didn't extend, but my shipping lane was disrupted. Not sure if there was a storm or a battle, or if I accidentally moved a troop and didn't realize it, but either way, we'll fix that up. Keep doing some recruitment here in Granada. Alright, and then now we're about to find out what's going on with the whole objective situation. Am I going to get new objectives because of the year changing? Ooh, and that looked like a crusade. I swear I just saw a French crusade. Okay, took Rome. Interesting, okay. So the French are marching on Constantinople. I'll be very surprised if they make it through Europe, but because they've got so many enemies over there. Although that's a curious thing. If someone sends a crusade and they're passing through other Catholic factions' territories that they're at war with, do they allow them to pass, or do they have to fight? Not sure how that goes. And we've got a emissary from the Papal States entering our territory. I wonder what... Offering an alliance. Oh, look at that. He's offering me an alliance. That's awesome. So we'll accept that when he does get here. So I got a lot of troops to move out of Navarre. See what I can move out. I can move all these guys. Let's see what happens. Still 163. So we'll move this whole squad to Antioch. Let's see. All right, 200% here. Move all these guys. I'm so confused by public order in this game and how it functions. I have all these territories that are all of a sudden at super high loyalty where before they were not. I wonder if there was something with my... I wonder if my king had some kind of traits that were affecting public order in certain provinces. Either way, it looks like I can move a lot of troops around that I had sitting around before. Take some of these beat up guys and get them out of there. You might see me dropping stacks of troops in neighboring provinces temporarily and then moving them again. And what I'm doing is getting a check for if I were to move them out of the province they're in, what would happen to public order. And then if I can move the amount that I'm looking at, then I'll just send the whole squad to wherever my front line is. Rome we can actually produce troops in, a decent variety of troops as well. So I will do that. Let's see. Everywhere is looking good right now. I almost wonder if it would make sense for me to declare a crusade, but I feel like it might not be worth it because it'll take so long. Well, I've got ships. I'm actually going to move. I'm going to do a little Congo line of ships going down to link me up into the Eastern Mediterranean so that I can finally send guys straight from the homeland provinces over to the Middle East. $76. Keep moving guys forward here. Maybe the public order penalty from a king dying is only temporary, because all of a sudden all these provinces I was having trouble controlling are doing well. get a mix of troops and move them out. Whoop, not too many. 134 is good there. Whoa, 85 is not good. Let's see. Let's see. This amount. Yep, 131 in Edessa. Tripoli's good, but no one there. Send them up to Armenia. Send the guys from Antioch to Armenia. 162% here, so let's see if I move him. 153. 136. And we need to declare someone the Duke of Rum. Sounds like a drinker's title. And a keep. Okay. So I think strategically it makes sense to seal off Georgia and keep that as a kind of like a choke point province to prevent them from attacking from whatever they own in this I guess West Asian area. And let's see, public order's pretty good there. I cannot see what kind of troops they have because I don't have a watchtowers yet. So we'll get that up and see. And then also I wanted to look at the, what do you call it? The victory conditions. And nothing's changed so far. Alright, I figure I moved everything I need to for now. These guys can move out, right? Our king should be on the way. I guess he's just trying to get to a port area somewhere we've got boats. And in fact, can I produce boats over here with any of these provinces? Damn. So income is still around 2,000 per turn. Even with more of the construction, or not construction, but unit production that I'm doing. A lot of construction getting completed. Holy hell. Okay, so this is what I was talking about as far as keeping an eye on public order. Even when there's, what do you call it? Famines and whatnot. Alright. Got some victory points for maintaining our homelands. French, let's see, for every 5 provinces. So they've got like 25 territories. And ours is for every 4. 2, 4, 6. Jeez, I feel like it's just so hard for me to get these points. So Arabia's good. Public order is not a problem there. A lot of troops moving into Antioch. Whoops. Okay. All right. I think it's time to go for Georgia. They don't have anything special. They can get Slav javelin, man. That's so interesting. As the Turks. All right, I'll do that. Pretty low public order in Armenia, but holy crap. I think I forgot to see if I can move more guys out of here. Maybe I just moved a lot in from other provinces, so 175. I'm gonna leave some just in case something weird happens again there. I wonder if this has to do with the king's location. Okay, so we just entered a new period. And I know that because this the icon for the Royal Knights has changed. So my unit production possibilities have changed as well, and yes. So we can get Pavis, crossbowmen, arbalisters, chivalric sergeants, things of that nature. Let's see. Chivalric men-at-arms. So I guess we're like in the age of chivalry or whatever the case at this point. Chivalric men-at-arms. Cool. Interesting. So keep guys moving around. So we're invading Georgia, getting public order back in Armenia. I guess we'll go for Trebizond as well. Get some of these troops out. 140 is good. Alright, so good general. Let's just throw units together, honestly. I don't think I need to be too particular about this. Still at 200% in rum. Okay, 138 is pretty good. Leave it at that. They've actually got a decent army here, so if these guys move into reinforced Trebizond, I might retreat. And this is at 161, so I'll move some more troops out of there. Jeez, I feel like that's making such a big difference when I move those troops. Doesn't even seem like it's that many guys. Let's just send all these guys into Lesser Armenia. Because I have boats there now, I can get straight to that province. I think before when I was moving guys, I was having to take extra turns because of the lack of having ships near the ports. Not the case anymore. Alright, and I'm actually realizing I'm getting close to 45 minutes. It's been about 43 on my stopwatch, so what I'll do is I'll end it here. And on the next episode, we're going to be looking to seal off Georgia and protect the Middle East from the Russian territory, basically, and then make our way towards Constantinople. If the French crusade continues on, I'll probably not take Constantinople, and I'll leave that open for them. And then once I have this sealed off, I'll expand up into the Russian territory. But that's what I'm thinking for now. Our shipping lanes are pretty secured. And the Pope does not want us and the Italians fighting, and they don't seem interested in fighting right now either. So that's definitely a good thing. So real quick, I'll just send some more ships. See if we can get some more trade with the French over in the English Channel. I will aim to keep around 3 ships in each of the coastal provinces around my main regions. But anyways, thanks for watching, and I will see you on the next episode.